What's up guys, David here from PhoneWuff.com, and in this video I'm giving you a list of my top 10 reasons why you'd want to root your Android phone. But before I go into the list, I quickly want to go over what rooting or what root actually means. Basically the word root comes from the Linux terminology, which refers to a user's access or permissions to be able to access or modify any file on the system. So if that has you a little bit more confused than you were before, just think of a Windows computer. You have your normal account, your guest account, and your administrator account. Root access or root permissions basically is like that administrator account, letting you modify, edit, delete, or otherwise change any file on your Android phone. So with that said, let's go right into the top 10 list of reasons why you'd want to root your Android phone in the first place. Reason number one is Wi-Fi tethering or USB tethering. Basically, the ability to share your phone's internet or data plan. Now I know Android 2.3 and above has this ability built in, but the carriers disable it until you actually pay them a monthly fee. When you root your phone, you bypass that, being able to share your internet access with other devices without having to pay, other than your normal data plan. So definitely an awesome feature. My second reason to rooting your phone is the ability to overclock its processor. A lot of times phone manufacturers will leave some performance on the table when they ship out their phones, whether they underclock the phone's processor or just didn't push it to its full limits. Basically overclocking it, from 1 gigahertz to 1.2 or 1.3 gigahertz lets you really take advantage of the phone's full potential. Obviously you might give up some battery life doing this, but there's no better way to get better performance out of your phone than to overclock the processor itself. But overclocking your phone requires you to have a custom kernel flashed on your phone. So my third reason to root your phone is the ability to flash custom kernels and also custom ROMs. Basically, a custom kernel does what I just said. It lets you overclock your phone's processor, and if it doesn't let you overclock it, a lot of times it'll just make the code a lot more efficient, letting you run a lot quicker with the same frequency, or might even save you some battery life. A custom ROM, could do just about anything. I mean, it'll give you new features and maybe even change the way your whole OS looks completely. I mean, if you don't like the way your phone looked when it shipped, you could completely change the UI, completely change the features with the custom OS as long as it's compatible with your phone. So I talked about custom kernels, custom ROMs, so my fourth point is the ability to customize your phone in the first place. Now I know Android is one of the most customizable OSs out there, compared to iOS and Windows Phone, but when you root your phone, it really takes that customization ability to the next level, giving you options to change your shutdown animation, change your boot up animation, change things like the way the little icons look up in the notification bar, and much more. There's apps like Metamorph that let you do things like this, and I made a how-to video on the channel for not only Metamorph, but a whole bunch of things I won't be talking about in this video if you guys want to learn more about it. But anyway, rooting your phone just really lets you customize your phone just the way you like it. So my fifth reason to root your Android phone is actually the reason why I actually got into rooting in the first place, and that's the ability to update the OS earlier than you normally would. This happened back with the G1. I was on, I think I was on, 1.3 or whatever it was before Cupcake, and I really wanted Cupcake, and I just couldn't wait for T-Mobile and Google to release it. So I rooted my phone and got the leaked version, flashed it on my phone, and I got 1.5, which sounds like forever ago, but anyway, same story applies. I did it with my Galaxy S again. I was on 2.1, waiting for 2.2 to come out, and it just was taking forever by the time I went through Samsung and Google and T-Mobile and all that stuff. So I just got the leaked version, flashed it on my phone, and had it I think like 4 or 5 months before anybody else did. So definitely a cool thing about rooting your phone is being able to get the latest version of the OS, similar to the way you would get it on a Nexus phone. Speaking of Nexus phones, my sixth reason why you want to root your Android phone is the ability to remove bloatware or preloaded apps to get more of that pure Google experience. Now, whether it's a carrier branded app or a manufacturer app, you just don't want it, there's really no way to get rid of it. I know in ICS you can disable it, but it still doesn't take it off your phone. When you root your phone, it actually lets you take it completely off your phone, removes all traces of it, and what else could you ask for? As Android gets better and better with each new version, more and more features are being added to the OS. And one feature which wasn't previously available, which is point number 7, being able to take a screenshot, is now available on ICS. And I know on 2.3 certain manufacturer UIs let you take screenshots as well. But for most other phones on 2.3 and below, you didn't have this ability to take screenshots. And it's a real shame, but thankfully if you root your phone, you could take a screenshot. So if you're stuck on 2.3 or 2.2 or whatever it is, root your phone and you'll have this ability. Now, just rooting your phone alone isn't going to give you the ability to actually take screenshots. You actually have to download an app that lets you do that, but those apps require root access. And speaking of that, Point number 8, well, if I get my fingers right, point number 8 is root only apps that are available on Google Play. Now, the screenshot app is just one example, but there's a whole bunch more. There's some that lets you wipe out all the cache on all your apps with one click instead of having to go through each application separately to clear the data, which is a great way to save a whole bunch of internal storage. And there's a whole bunch more examples out there. I mean, I can't even name them. There's over 100 apps out there that really take advantage of that root access, that give you abilities that you would have normally not had, and that's really what makes rooting really fun. So definitely check it out once you root your phone. Reason number 9 for rooting your Android phone is having better backup. Now I know you could back up your contacts, you could back up your pictures and things like that in your Gmail account and re-log in and stuff like that, but there really isn't a way to fully back up your Android phone other than if you root your phone, download an app like Titanium Backup, which not only backs up all that information that I said before, but it also backs up your application data. So not only do you get your apps, but like say for example you had a game with a high score, you probably don't want to lose that, probably worked hard on that. If you back it up with root, it actually restores all that data, so you actually keep those high scores whenever you flash your phone to a new version or whatever it is. You don't have to worry about losing all that information. So definitely a better way to back up your phone is with root access. Reason number 10 is because you can. I mean, why not take advantage of all those things that are listed before? Now, obviously, there are some drawbacks to rooting your phone. It does void your manufacturer warranty, and that's a big issue for a lot of people. I know that, personally before, if you flash back to the stock ROM, which you have the ability to later, most of the times manufacturers don't have an issue with that. It's just if you try to submit a rooted phone with a custom ROM on there, they're not going to help you because they really can't, because more than likely the problem you're having is due to the custom ROM or the fact that you tampered with the software. But anyway, that's my list of why you'd want to root your Android phone. Hopefully it gives you a better idea as far as if you want to do it or if you don't want to do it. But either way, if you like the video, hit the like button and subscribe. And don't forget to visit PhoneBuff.com for more cell phone news, reviews, and how-tos. Thank you.